Remember that the library is one of the campus's intellectual hubs, and unfortunately it comes to many students as a rude awakening and an overwhelming enterprise trying to learn about how to navigate through this very busy system. So they're also confronted not just with size and overwhelming content, but they're starting to learn about different information formats that they may never have been introduced to before.
In the university setting, libraries provide access to a far greater scope of materials than in educational settings that your students have been in before. And so we have librarians here to help your students navigate information resources. And this includes everything from teaching students how to be savvy users of Google and Wikipedia to helping them access market research data within our business databases or chemical information data for chemistry projects. Students in biology take in-depth lab projects which they need to do information searching for in order to inform their lab work. And that's what the librarians are here for, is to help your students learn to navigate and operate in these new arenas of scholarly information, but it also extends into information that's available on the broader web.
The Librarian program is also about establishing a relationship, because we realize that not all of the freshmen are going to be doing really complex, heavy research their first year. But in many cases, students will come back to us and make that connection their freshman year. They'll come back their sophomore year and say, hey, remember me? Now I do need some help. So I think it's really important for the library not just to be a building with resources and services, which it is, but for students to recognize that there are experts and there are people who really do care about their success.
One of the most difficult things to confront many of the undergraduate students are those first few research papers that they're assigned. And in fact, it can sometimes be an overwhelming chore to think not only of the topic, but to organize their thoughts in a way that is going to meet the increasingly demanding expectations of their professors in ways that they may not have had to perform before. And this is one way that the personal librarian or any of the reference librarians that your students may seek out in the library can really make a big difference in your students' academic success and in their well-being. So I would not forget to urge them, when they may come to you for advice about help with a paper, to let them know that these resources exist in the library. The most exciting thing for students to gain out of that experience in formulating a research topic and organizing their thoughts is that they quickly discover that they know a whole lot more than they thought they knew about what may have seemed like an overwhelming topic or an overwhelming academic discipline.
So, so we try to communicate with students and give them some updates throughout the year rather than at one time. So they'll get information about some things that are happening in the library as well as on campus, services that they can use and resources.
So the libraries are in many ways a connector for other services and resources on campus for your students. So we partner with the Writing Center, we partner with the English Language Center, we partner with the various tutoring and other support services on campus. We work with Study Abroad. We have a partnership with the Steinbright Career Development Center to help students find co-ops and job opportunities, not just post-graduation, but for summer jobs. So we are conduit to all these services on campus.